Welcome to my chambers. The legal problems for the president continue to mount, and some of them have now spilled onto the front pages of newspapers and the airwaves of cable television. We learned this week that Bob Mueller, the special counsel, has actually told lawyers for President Trump the nature and extent, and in some cases the very wording of the questions that he wants to put to the president if the president sits down and agrees to meet with him. I've been arguing for months that the president should not meet with Bob Mueller. This is a dangerous situation in which the special counsel, Bob Mueller, and lawyers that work for him and FBI agents that work for them get to pepper the president with questions. The president sometimes gives answers that are too long-winded and are not necessarily grounded in the truth. They're grounded in the truth as the president wishes it to be or to have been, which is why this is a dangerous environment for him. In the course of revealing the nature and extent of the questions that Mueller wants to put to the president, one of the questions resonated with me, and here it is. Can you, Mr. President, tell us if you were aware of any efforts by your campaign, including through Paul Manafort, your campaign manager, to seek assistance from the Russians? Now that sounds like a question that's out of the blue. What are they talking about? Is this the so-called collusion? In fact, it can't be out of the blue, because for the prosecutors to ask this kind of a question to a person they're investigating, they have to have what we call a factual basis for it. They have to have some evidence from some source which leads them to believe that it's true. This is the so-called collusion. I say so-called because collusion is a media term and a political term. It's not a legal term. The legal term is conspiracy. In this case, Bob Mueller is looking for an agreement between the Trump campaign and a Russian person or group or government or representative of a group or government to provide assistance to the campaign. The crime is the agreement. The crime is not the receipt of the assistance. So if they agreed, and if somebody took at least one material step in furtherance of the agreement, even if the assistance didn't come, the crime is there. Does the president really want to answer questions like this in an environment in which if he tells one white lie, he could be indicted for lying? I don't think so. And hence, my advice, and quite frankly, the advice of most lawyers on the outside who view these things, is for the president to act as the president, be presidential, and do something that's difficult for him. Stay silent. Don't help the guy that's trying to undo your presidency. Donald Trump is the subject of a criminal investigation. If there's an interview of Donald Trump, it's not to help him, it's to help the investigators. Welcome to my chambers. Fight the good fight.